Why does everybody need an estate plan? Well, really, everybody needs an estate plan because we've got to get some basics in place. We need to make sure that your wishes are covered so that we're creating documents like a last will and testament, a healthcare power of attorney to cover situations where you're incapacitated, a financial power of attorney so that we're covering situations or we're allowing someone to step in and make legal or financial decisions for you if you're unable to make those for yourself. Then there's other documents like a living will. We want to make sure that there's clear instructions about what you want to have happen if you're unable to communicate, unable to give instructions for end-of-life care. Ultimately, though, everybody needs an estate plan in place. A lot of my clients ask me, what's the difference between a will and a trust? Well, really simply put, a last will and testament is really your basic document. It's going to make sure that it gives clear instructions about what you want to have happen with your estate and who you want controlling that. But a revocable trust really takes things a little bit further. It's designed to really take assets that would ordinarily have to go through a probate proceeding and move them into a private trust structure so that we have a more efficient administration for your estate. We're able to customize things a little bit more. And so a will, quite simply, is your ticket to the probate court. A revocable trust is really our way to avoid having to go to probate. Avoiding probate is really a big advantage because we're able to avoid unnecessary delays that the courthouse might cause. Probate, quite simply, is the court process of administering assets and transferring them to your beneficiaries. But with a revocable trust, we're able to do all of that without having to stop at the courthouse first. Yeah, some mistakes that people will make when they're creating their estate plan is they leave gaps. They forget to define beneficiaries who will back up other beneficiaries, or maybe they don't do powers of attorney at the same time that they do a simple last will and testament. Or maybe they don't ask the right questions. Sometimes we'll sit down in a consultation with clients and they don't know what to ask. So it's really our role to serve as more of an advocate for them to uncover those gaps in their estate plan and make sure we're making an overall more comprehensive plan, putting that in place for them. Everybody needs to dust off their estate plan from time to time, and it's big life events that really tell us when those things should occur. So that could be things like a birth of a new child or a grandchild, the passing of a loved one who was otherwise going to serve in your plan. Or sometimes there's relevant legal changes that we need to keep an eye out for. Tax changes come to mind, especially when we're dealing with larger estates. And so we want to make sure that we've got a good handle on family situations, but also just what's going on in the world. Dusting off that estate plan from time to time is really important to make sure we're capturing those. All in all, everybody needs their own estate plan in place, and we're always here to help. So if you need to get an estate plan in place, give NC Planning a call. We're happy to help.